The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up? Welcome to Fever Pitch. I'm Jonah.
My name is Amanda.
And we have two guests here to our right.
I'm NJ from Pinay Futbol.
Kristine from Pinay Futbol.
So we have two very special guests tonight. Actually, we're trying to make it up to you guys because the last 2 weeks we had no guests. It was just more of an intimate show. But tonight we're very lucky to have very busy people. We're awesome, Jonah. We're awesome. So we finally got Nate Burkey here with us, but he's going to come on a little later after we ask Kristine and NJ about what they do for Pinay Futbol. And, you know, I've been bragging about this since last episode, so we're very happy to have them. So welcome, Kristine and NJ.
Thank you.
Are you guys excited to be here?
We're glad to be here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why don't you guys talk to us a little bit about Pinay Futbol, give us the history, and then later we can talk about the All-Star match that you guys organized.
Okay. Kristine will tell you about it.
Well, basically Pinay Futbol started because there was a need. A lot of people in women's football were kind of doing things all over the place, but not really consolidating those needs. There wasn't really a league.
Yeah, that truth.
Exactly. There wasn't a league. There wasn't sort of a community. So that's what Pinay Futbol is about, sort of bringing all of these different organizations together as a community. And we sort of stand for the values of passion, empowerment, and fair play. The passion side of it is the website. It's the resource, you know, sort of that platform where girls can come together, talk, collaborate, or anyone who's interested in learning anything about what football is like for women in the Philippines. The empowerment side is sort of getting girls, or I guess inspiring girls to realize that sports and being active can create powerful sort of changes in your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, whether it be education or being involved as a coach or a ref or things like that.
Right.
How long has it been around?
For about 2 years now, but we were more active this year when we started the league. Like there was a league that happened this past June and July, and that involved 9 teams. So that was sort of like the bigger event, really, which led to the All-Star game. You know, the All-Star game wouldn't have come up if we didn't have the league. So that was sort of it.
How many girls would you say are playing in the league?
We had about 30 girls per team times 9, so I do the math.
70.
There we go.
Whoa.
Not a numbers person.
That's a lot of women playing
Yes.
football. And not a lot of people out there know that there are a number of women who are very interested to play. And if there was just this platform, and as you can see, or as you heard, we were just waiting for something like this to happen so that women would have a venue to enhance or show off their skills. And then, you know, look forward to something next year, right?
Yes.
So you were going to say something, MJ?
And that's only in Metro Manila.
Right.
Like, there's a whole, like, 2 other, I don't know, what do you call that? Like, groups of islands that we can explore.
I.e. Visayas and
Yeah, Visayas and
I mean, you guys would know, you play in the UFL, and there's so many guys from the Visayas region as well as up north, and we haven't even tapped that. You know, it's just girls in the NCR right now. So even through the website, you can log on and register what your team is so that at least you get more exposure. You go on Pinay Futbol, www.pinayfutbol.com, and there's a list of all the teams that are up there, sort of the activities that we're doing, and just helping promote the sport. Yeah.
What are you going to talk about? Pinay Futbol, it's Futbol.
That's right.
Yes.
FUT. If you guys want to go check that out, there's a bunch of information on there actually. It is a platform for information about anything that has to do with women's football. So if you guys want to check that out, you're interested about women's football, you can go. So everything that happened in the Pinay Futbol League led up to kind of like the All-Star Game. So what were the obstacles in trying to organize such an event?
There were none.
There were no obstacles whatsoever. None. No.
No drama.
No, not at all. Coach Hans was our tournament sort of match director, but Coach Ernie
You started.
Coach Ernie of the Malditas, of the women's national team, was reached out to us and said, hey, let's get this happening. I mean, it was just an idea that we had on the couch, and we were like, hey, do you think Coach should be interested in doing
Whose
this?
idea was it?
Kristine's.
We were just talking about it. When we were still organizing the league, we're kind of like, hey, wouldn't it be kind of cool if the if we had like an all-star game against the Malditas?
Did you guys go to the males all-stars, like the UFL all-stars versus the U23?
Yeah, we heard that they were awesome games. So we were thrilled that we had the turnout that we had on the game day. I mean, we just wanted people to see that women could play at that high level.
Yeah.
And it was great, and to show that despite the scoreline, the Malditas, the women's national team, are a team that we can be really proud of. Because can you imagine, some of these girls are 15, 16, 17, playing together for the first time as well. And the Malditas were really, really supportive. They paid for the field that the All-Stars practice at. They paid for the field.
Wow.
So it was a really great collaboration. So we had no problems.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like the league was hard to organize.
It was a matter of just talking to people. Like just collaborating with Coach Ernie. So
Do you guys have history of playing football? Football history?
We do.
Yeah. Tell me about your football history.
Please share.
I actually played with Sikat for a while, and then ended up managing for a bit, and then moved on to Pinay Futbol.
Okay.
Yeah, I play as well. I played with CCAT. We had a team before called Smooch. That was just for fun. And then now I play with Green Archers.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Green
But I
Archers.
guess most of our focus is really on creating this sort of community and building that up, and hopefully doing more events, working with community development teams, and sort of keeping the ball rolling there.
So what I have here is a super cool jersey. You guys want to talk to me about this? There's a bunch of things written on here. We have LGR, the Pinay Futbol logo, if you guys aren't familiar with it yet. Jamba Juice on the sleeves. You can see the swirl. Fisher Mall, and then Enervon at the back. So what is this jersey?
Well, this is the jersey that the Pinay Futbol All-Stars wore at that game. And we'll be selling these jerseys, information will be up on the website and our Facebook within the week. And you can place an order, get a name and number on it, and so you can
customize these.
You can customize.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And where would the name be?
Where the website is at the moment.
Okay. Yep. Guys, you can customize your own Pinay Futbol jerseys. Your name would be here at the back, and then whatever number you choose. And how much would these retail for?
About $8.99 just for the jersey itself. And then,
is this a marketing tactic?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. I'm not spending $900.
Only
around
only $8.99. Yeah, $8.99. But any profits that we raise will go towards activities with our community development teams. We work with teams in different areas, Smoky Mountain, Payatas, and organizations like GK and Dream Big, and holding clinics with those girls and keeping them interested in football. Good.
Dang, there's a lot of girls playing football now in this country, huh? Like, guys, we've been focusing on girls for the last 4 episodes. I'm all grilled out. I got so much information.
He's like, I need to bring guys on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, no need.
I got so much information on girls football.
Girls are great.
In the last 4
And I was
episodes.
just like, no.
I don't even know what to ask anymore about girls football. So you guys are the background. You guys are in the back. Yeah, how the Malditas doing? The tournament.
AFF.
The tournament.
You
How's
guys
it
want
going?
to give us updates on that? Because for sure it's on your website.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have Facebook updates. They went up against Indonesia in their first game and won 6-0. They scored in the first 4 minutes. So, and then after that, it was just one after another in the second half.
Was it Heather who scored the first?
It was Joanna Hooplin.
She did a hat trick. She scored 3 goals.
Yeah. Wow.
She's tied for the top.
Where's she from?
She's from Seattle.
Nice.
She's reserve team for the Seattle Reign.
Seattle Reign.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
What number? What's her jersey number?
23.
Yeah.
Dude, I love how you know all of that. That's awesome.
That's my thing.
That's
I know
sick.
players.
She's the boss.
Yeah.
That's so cool. All right, so what happened in the second game? Who else scored in that match?
That match. So Joanna scored the first one, assisted by. Wait, my notes are over there. It was Heather Cook. First assist. Second assist was Olivia. Oh no. Never mind. Okay.
Goals.
Okay.
Goals.
Just the goals. Just the goals. I just want the goals.
Goals. Joanna Hooplin was 3. Then Camille Wilson, and then Marissa Park, Heather Cook.
Yeah,
So
all
that's
6
6.
goals. And then they went up against Japan
Yes.
last night. I mean, this is the women's world champion.
But it was the U23.
It was the U23 team,
Yeah.
but you also have to understand that our women's national team right now are pretty much all U23 as well.
Yes.
Everyone's-
They're
Yeah,
considered
that's
the
right.
senior national team, but the average age is what? Like
20.
20. They're 16, 15,
Yeah, let's not lie
17.
here.
Yeah.
Even if it's the U23 of Japan, I mean,
And with a score like 4-1, which, what was it, 10 years ago was
0 to 15.
0 to 15.
wow.
In
I
favor
mean,
of Japan.
Huge improvements
Huge,
in women's football.
yes.
So, yeah.
you can really see, I mean, just from those 2 games alone, how much the Philippine national women's team has progressed like over the years, and with the help of all these Philams from abroad, we are gaining a lot of respect. I mean, we won against Indonesia, we lost 4-1, which is just a goal difference
It's
of
respectable.
3. It's a very, very respectable result as compared to 15-0. And how do you girls feel about writing that kind of stuff in your website?
proud.
Super proud.
You know, the whole women's football community should be extremely proud of our national team. Even when we played against them with the All-Star match, it wasn't locals versus national team, Malditas, whatnot. It was, sort of celebrating how talented women footballers are in this country.
It was a very awesome game.
Yeah.
It was so exciting.
It was really exciting.
And the turnout, I mean, a lot of people showed up. Almost all the teams were there supporting like their own members,
That's right.
Yeah.
And I actually got a tweet. Someone asked me about why Nikki Regalado decided to play for the All-Stars instead of the PF. And I mean instead of the national team, because she was originally in the roster,
Yeah.
and then she ended up playing. So I asked this person I'm gonna get the name. And what do you guys think about that?
I think it's just miscommunication.
Well, she didn't go on the trip though.
No, well, she's currently playing for her university team.
Yeah, so maybe they're just letting the national team
Like,
prepare without her.
She actually told me that she was surprised to see her name on that roster when we posted
She had
it.
already let them know that she couldn't go.
Sorry?
She had already let them know that she couldn't go.
She didn't even know that
She
she was
didn't even
called
know.
up
She
until she saw her
there.
photo there.
Yeah.
No way.
So I think that, in the future, that's something that we can sort of help.
Miyamon. So it's at Ishnik. She tweeted me. She's like,
Yeah.
she really has no problem, but you can sense my issue dyan somewhere. Sayang lang kung nakasama siya sana, would have been really nice. So I guess you have kind of fans of people from the Pinay Futbol All-Stars, and then they don't get to go abroad because they choose to play with the PF team. It's
Oh,
Not
well,
really.
Yeah.
interesting.
It's more of they're playing for their college teams at the moment, and they're about to go into their season. And I know that with Nikki, she's playing her last year. You're allowed 5 playing years when you go to college here, so she's playing her last year. So I think that's more of like her wanting to contribute to her university.
Right.
And I'm sure if she had the opportunity to play with the national team next year, she'd jump at it. I mean, she scored the goal that day, so that night.
So who do the Malditas play next now?
Myanmar.
Host country Myanmar.
country.
And now, can they still make it out of the group? Do 2 come out of the group or 1?
2.
Two.
The top 2. Yeah.
And who's in the other group?
Thailand, Australia. I forgot. Sorry.
But who's in our group
This
right
was
now?
your thing, girl.
I know. But we're not in that group, so
But so
Vietnam.
far, yeah.
So if they win their next match, they'll be through. They have to win against.
it depends on the games of the other teams, because right now Japan and Myanmar have only played 1 game, and Philippines has played 2. So it's all up in the air.
Who did Myanmar play?
Yeah, good question.
Indonesia. They play Indonesia.
But they won, right? I think it might have been Indonesia.
Yeah, Indonesia. They played.
They probably won that.
They won 5-0.
Ah, okay. All right, so it should be interesting. So hopefully, people check the website and see what updates are coming up and see how the women's
Now,
national team does.
Who manages the website?
She's the boss.
I
Yeah.
do.
The Bows. The Bows.
I actually, everything that I post on the Facebook page, I get it from the Malditas social media team. We have this team who are like in Germany right now, in the US, and they just like go online and
feed all this information.
You know what they are lacking though is a live stream. Come on. I mean,
These guys should get on it.
They were very prompt in responding to my Facebook message when I asked, like, "Where's the live stream?" I was like, the game was on at 5 against Japan.
Yeah.
It was like 5:15, and I was like, I can still catch it, and they're like, no, just stay tuned for the updates. It's like,
Yeah. Well, if you follow their
That might be-
Malditas
that might be
tweetcast,
them
they're pretty accurate.
well, for sure, but I mean, it's so different watching
Yeah.
it than reading.
I think there's just not like media networks don't think that it's something that people would tune into. So
Yet.
not yet.
I mean,
but
unless there's a demand.
yeah, I think there's a demand. Like
Yeah.
that was the top question that day.
It
May
was.
may live stream po ba?
Yeah. I just went along. I was like, my live stream. No, I'm kidding.
Hopefully we'll get that in the future. You know, now that it's all picking up.
Yeah. The PF All Stars games against the Malditas, that was televised.
I know that GMA did a feature on it. There were a lot of media that day. It wasn't televised, but there was news. It was news updates on that later.
Is it difficult? Do you consider that an obstacle that we don't have? We didn't have live streaming there. It's difficult to get people to film the games and stream it for those interested, like in the province, to watch their fellow people.
Yeah, I think that's something that was definitely wanted. In terms of how we can get done, we don't know. Maybe these guys can tell us.
We can look into that.
We can look into it. But there were people that were definitely from the province that were interested in watching. We had one girl come down from Pampanga, took the bus just to watch that match.
Exactly.
So, hopefully in the future.
If anyone out there,
How long do you think it's going
Nice.
to take for the league to really grow?
For the league to grow.
Yeah, to really
we
grow.
took 2 months to prepare that whole thing.
For it to
Are
grow
girls getting paid?
Not some teams get paid, not all. So hopefully now that we have the league and maybe it becomes more stable, maybe in the next coming years, if the UFL decides they want to pick up on the league, then that'd be great. Sort of have women counterpart to the UFL.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
so what do you guys do in your downtime? I mean, when you're not organizing, when you're not, well, I mean, kind of updating people on information. That's sort of like an everyday thing. There's always news coming up, but anything else? Like, do you guys plan events like way ahead?
We plan events on couches.
Yeah.
Like we just came up with an idea of what to do the rest of the year, just earlier.
Perfect.
On this
Well,
couch.
we're on the couch right now.
Exactly. So we're going to spend the next couple of months working with the community development teams because we have an invitational in January where they come together and they sort of like these are girls that are sort of from more impoverished areas that don't really have the opportunity to play football, like join a tournament or a festival. So we organize that for them so they have that kind of experience.
That's good. That's great. And how many people are helping out in PF right now?
Oh, loads. I mean, volunteers. We have like a team of photographers like Joanne for us and Venice and Pam and girls that are. These are the girls that actually make everyone look good. It's all great that these girls are doing, are playing and whatnot, but if there's nobody there to capture those moments and for it to be shared online, they don't really get more popular. So those girls really deserve a lot of credit.
They do. And I actually gave credit to Joanne because I was showcasing her pictures.
Yeah.
And they are great pictures. I mean, she takes pictures for Sikat and she took also for the PF League. And if you guys check that out, she is truly, truly talented. And she was supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah, sick, unfortunately.
Joanne also helped to come up with this logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
She came up with that jersey
designed
design.
that.
And this jersey design.
Yeah. Very,
So,
very talented, Joanne.
Joanne,
Yes.
hope you get well soon. She has a fever tonight, but would have loved to be here.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all girled out.
I'm all grown out, guys. I got no questions asked
Jonathan
anymore
Love.
about women's football.
Women who play soccer, he's like,
I'm all about women in soccer. Sexy legs. I love it.
hope so. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa. But I've learned so much about women's football that I just don't have any questions tonight. I'm sorry.
So
That's
again,
great.
just to wrap up, guys, if you want to buy this, it's $8.99. And when will it be available?
We'll have information on the website.
On the website. So that's www.pinayfutbol, one word, futbol.com. And
Instagram, Facebook.
Instagram. That's the
Twitter,
same. It's
all the same.
All the same. So if you guys have questions, if you guys just have inquiries and you want to ask Kristine or NJ about what they do and their plans, upcoming plans, I think it's very exciting, and
Just
I want to
Twitters?
congratulate them personally
Yeah.
because I played in the Pinay Futbol League and it was very exciting. Sorry, Jonah.
Our Twitter is the same, Pinay Futbol. So,
They got Twitter also.
Yep.
Don't worry, no one tweets
all
me.
social media platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So yeah, feel free to get in touch.
They got it all, social media. All right, guys, we're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, we are going to have my male friend, Nate Burkey, on the show. And we got a treat for you guys. So see you guys. Oh, thank you, ladies, for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Again, Kristine, Nolan, and NJ, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. No more women's football. Done with it. Know everything about it. All right, so we'll see you guys in a bit.
The break.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but
Wait.
have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay, ka na ba?
Okay.
And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Go.
2 at a time.
Okay, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na. I just saw it.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was. I mean, this time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay. Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
You are not allowed
We're able to verify
run
all
over
of these,
them.
James.
you're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically. Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since
Lock?
Lock.
They might get pissed off because
No,
you're locking
but that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted and
they're
other
good
things,
stories.
A Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, And there's no defense for that.
What's Justin
There's
Bieber
really no
got to do
defense.
with the-
Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The
Then
CD
after
as
that,
well.
then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
I was dared through Boss Man to eat a spoonful of not sugar but cinnamon. So you guys, I don't cower down to a challenge. I take them wholeheartedly and with spoonfuls. And I'm going to take a spoonful of cinnamon.
I saw this on 1,000 Ways to Die, and the guy died. It was so sad. Okay, now say Chubby Bunny. I like the color of your lip. Are you here? Oh my god. She's gonna blow. You look like the Wicked Witch. So, how was your experience? I need a raise. Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tears up. Tears up. Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So jaundice, and I'm now happy to present to you Carl Utario. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos? Ang puti, mama. Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko. Ang mayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong pang nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila.
Oh my God!
Sorry, ma'am. Ito talaga?
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakat mo. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host Carrots Nazareno on Live Love Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
All right, we're back, and now I'm alive. I'm alive now. It was great catching up on women's football, man, and thank you. That was amazing, and I learned a lot. I learned a little bit too much, I think. Got a headache, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. So now we got a male back on here. This is Nate Burkey. Woo, Nate Burkey.
Finally,
Nate's been
on the show.
supposed to be on the show about 3 times, and something always comes up.
Something always comes up.
Nate?
I'm all right. How are you?
Doing good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grill Nate. No, we're not gonna grill you. We're gonna get to know Nate. We're gonna get to know the Nate Burkey. Let's start with Nate. Where were you from?
Well, I was born in. Should I be talking to you?
You can talk to me. You can look at me. You can look at me. You can do whatever you want.
No, I was born in Washington D.C. and grew up just outside Washington D. in Alexandria, Virginia. So lived there my whole life. Born and raised in that area. So yeah, I love it. I love that area.
Nate went to high school where if you guys have seen the movie Remember the Titans. That's Nate's high school.
Denzel Washington. He starred in that film.
I was about to say he went to the school.
No. He starred in that film, and that was based on my high school. So that story, it's a true story. Of course, there's Hollywood that gets involved, but yeah, it's a true story. And yeah, I always tell people that, or if they ask, like that's just something. It's kind of cool to say. There's a movie made about my high school.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah, it was a really great movie and a really good story.
Now
actually, one of the guys in the movie still worked at the school. So like I would see him, and the guy, I don't know if you remember the character, his name was Petey.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I remember he was, when I was in high school, he was still working at the school, so it was kind of cool.
That's amazing.
You also played college ball in Virginia.
Well,
2 different places.
Yeah, after high school, I went to a junior college in North Carolina called Lewisburg College. It's a small little junior college, 2-year school. I went there for 2 years, graduated, got my associates, and then transferred to VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University, which is about like an hour, 30 minutes south from where we're from.
My little sister goes there. I told you that?
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, my little sister.
How's she liking it?
She loves it.
Richmond, I always say this, Richmond, you either love Richmond or you hate it. Some people really hate it, some people just absolutely love it. But
I know she's got her condo somewhere where it's really noisy though.
Oh yeah, it's a cool city. It's really artsy, but I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun down there. It's a cool little city.
So you've been on the Azkals. Tell us your adventure, your story. How did you get to the Azkals?
Well, my college coach, Dave Sexton, he's the one who actually told me about a player, Chris Greatwich, who we played with at Kaya. He told me of him, and he said that he was on the Philippine national team, which I had no idea even existed. And so he was like, yeah, you should get in touch with him and try and play for them. So of course I thought it was a great idea, and tracking him down took a while, and tracked down a couple other players. And at the time when I was trying to reach out to the team, it was still in the works of getting it organized. So it took several years, especially being based in the U.S., to get in touch with someone. And over the years, I reached out to several people, and finally my mom got in touch with Dan Palami, and he just said, come on, fly out, and invited me for the tryout, which was in May of 2011. So yeah, I tried out in May and kind of been here ever since.
You have a pretty important goal for the Azkals.
Yeah, that was a World Cup qualifying match a couple years ago. It was against Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka. It was my first game for the team. I came on and scored a tying goal for the Philippines, and we were able to get salvage a point, and take it back to Manila, and then we won the second leg. But yeah, it was a pretty memorable game and a pretty memorable goal.
You have those boots, don't you? You saved
I saved
boots you scored with.
I actually scored with my head, but I figured I'd save the boots just to hold on to them.
Yeah.
Now you said we played with Chris Greatwich on Kaya.
Yeah.
So, Nate, you've left Kaya.
Didn't you leave Kaya too?
I left Kaya also. We've left Kaya.
We left Kaya.
Where are you playing now? Where are you playing now?
Playing for Pachanga-Diliman. Yeah, I signed last month, and I've been with the team for about 2.5, 3 weeks.
How you liking it?
I'm liking it. I like Coach Noel and the rest of the players. They're all really nice. It's different, so difference is always good or bad. Has its good and bad, but I feel like I'm fitting in pretty well, and the guys are helping me out. It's a new environment. A lot of things are different, but I think I'll enjoy my experience there, and yeah, hopefully be a good one.
Pachanga-Diliman, have you getting to know more about their history, Pachanga's history?
A little bit. I know they came from UP. The majority of the players all derived from UP, and that's pretty much all I know. I don't know where the Pachanga came.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
Pachanga.
It's a shit ton of a little bit.
You're allowed to curse on the show?
Yeah, you are.
Oh,
how great is that?
I don't curse.
You don't curse much.
No, but and then Pachanga was Freddie's team, right?
Freddie Gonzalez.
Okay, yeah. So then they combined the two. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I guess I did know that.
You okay over here? Yeah. You alright? Can you breathe?
I know that.
That's cool, dude.
So yeah.
So Pachanga, then you're also you got there's a lot of changes that have been happening in your life.
Oh, we don't need to talk about everything.
Not everything. But now you're also with we used to coach the Kaya Academy. Now you're with a new academy. What academy are you with now?
Oh yeah, I just partnered up with the Chelsea Football Academy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the Philippine Chelsea Football in the Philippines. So
run by Tita, Kathy, and
yeah, exactly. With Tita, Kathy, and Phil and James are a big picture in that.
So what's your role going to be?
Well, they just I just sat down with them last week, and they offered me a technical director position.
It's pretty big, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty big. So basically, they just want me to oversee everything right now, kind of assess what's going on with the different projects and the different venues, and just see how it's working right now, and after that, go from there and see if I can add anything or change anything or give my advice. And after that, we're just going to be overlooking the coaches and the players. And so yeah, last week I was only able to view one site. Well, two. I went to two sites, but only saw one site was being active. So one site was King School, which is over in MOA. Have you been there?
I have heard of King School, but
yeah, it's right next to MOA. It's a small little private school. It's really, really nice. They said it used to be like a Chinatown, basically. and they so it's kind of funny. Like it looks like Chinese buildings everywhere, but when you drive in, they've renovated it.
British school?
No, it's not a British school. I think it's a British person owns it.
Oh.
There's another branch, but just a private school. We walked in the building. It's really nice. There's I think 4 or 5 age to 13, 14, and they're expanding every year. Or they doubled what they were last year, so they're looking to continue to expand. And there's a small little turf field that they put out there. So yeah, the Chelsea Academy is gonna run that with the kids there, and so I was able to check out that venue, which was really nice. And then
you mean like post training there?
Well, the school itself has kids, so what they want the Chelsea Academy to do is to come in and train those kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And they have a turf field there, and
so development of football all around. Are the kids that go to King's School?
Males football. And females, of course. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. And females.
Yeah, there's it was a pretty range diversity there. So I saw, Caucasian, Oriental, and then there was Indian-looking kids. Not to discriminate.
Whoa. Hey, we can curse on here. We can't get racial.
No. But it was very multiracial, which was cool.
God's sake. Okay, so my par, he's got some other talents now besides just football. All right, par?
No, I think football is the only thing I'm really good at.
My par likes to sing. So, he's supposed to be on here 4 times, and I remember the first time we talked about it, he said he was going to sing. Then the second time he was going to sing. Third time we didn't even talk about it because I didn't even think he was going to show up. Now we're here the 4th time. So what we're going to do to close out our show tonight.
Do we have enough time for that?
Yeah, we got it. What we're going to do to close out our show tonight, we're going to have you sing. First of all, tell us the song you're singing. Wait, no, this is like a spelling bee. Tell us your name.
Spelling bee.
Tell us your name, where you're from, the song you're singing, and why you chose that song.
Wow. Damn, that's a lot. Name, Nate Burkey. Song, it's
like an MTV audition.
One Love by Soja, which is a band that's also from Virginia. I chose the song because it's a new song that I've been listening to, which has a lot of meaning and can speak really loud. And I just, the lyrics itself explain the song, and it's pretty powerful. So I think it's your food's here.
And he's gonna sing a cappella.
A cappella?
I don't know, because we can't play the music in the background, right? Nah. You gotta sing a cappella, Pari. All right, let's go.
Amanda, I heard you play the guitar.
Don't change the subject.
Yeah,
that's my talent is gonna come later. We're gonna listen to you because we heard a little bit of this song earlier, and it's actually really.
I want us to zoom in on Nate while he's singing. You gonna close your eyes?
No.
Can we dim the lights? Can we dim the lights?
We need a spotlight.
Drum roll, drum roll.
All right.
Okay, this is Fever Idol.
Fever Idol?
Fever Idol.
Please don't vote.
Fever Idol. If you like to vote for Nate Burkey after the song, please tweet him at Nate Burkey.
Okay.
Guys, judge him. 1 to 10.
Again, this is One Love by Jacob Hemphill in the band Soja. So.
I wish I had a shaker.
Shaker?
Okay, let's let him go. Get in the zone, Park. Get in the zone. Get in the zone. Get in the zone. You got this.
I'm not saying that I've got it all figured out. I'm saying that most people are without a doubt too scared of death, of what they just can't understand. They've been doing now and since the dawning of man. They did it to women and they did it to slaves. They did it back then and now they do it today. The union of marriage that the Bible creates is after the part permitting human enslavement. People always need other people to hate. It's the evil that the human mind creates. We can't go on pretending that we're strong, pretending that we're better than everyone. And don't blame God for your own hatred. We'll stop there.
Super good.
Hey, good job.
Everyone
And
needs
so
to clap.
please vote at.
Multi-talented
That was
football
great.
player.
Thanks.
That was good, man. If
For
I was a girl, for
Pachanga-Diliman.
sure, I'd give it up.
Okay.
Okay, so Jonas
All right, guys. Well,
revealed.
we're gonna end on that. Nate Burkey, and I thank you
No, I
for
think, do you
coming
want to
by.
sing another song?
Whoa. Do you want to sing a song?
No. Nate.
Do you want to dance while he sings?
No, I wanted to shake the egg.
Oh, weird.
Next
But
time.
thanks for having me on the show. I know it was a long wait, but
It was a process.
Yeah, finally you
here.
made it. Maybe we can get you again sometime.
you never
But I
know.
just have to
Bring
tell
the
you.
guitar.
I'll tell you like next week, and then that means like 4 weeks from then.
Yeah.
You'll make it on maybe
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Guys, before we go, we want to thank Beyond the Box. I want to thank Progenics. I want to thank Mizuno. Progenics didn't have all my shirts are dirty, guys. Got to give me some more shirts. Sorry about that. I want to thank Mizuno. I want to thank Guahan Soldier. Anyone you want to thank, Amanda? Nate? Anybody? Any
Happy
shout
birthday
outs?
to George. It's his birthday. Headed to Sky later. Woo!
Happy birthday to Jay Bug.
Who's Jay Bug?
Joel,
Joel,
the guy who won the cleats, the
You gonna give it
Neos.
to him?
Oh, yay!
Happy birthday. It's
Happy
his birthday
birthday,
next
Joel.
year.
Happy
Happy birthday, Joel. Nate, anyone you want to say hi to?
Any special people?
Special.
There's special people everywhere. Hello to everyone, and yeah.
So fun.
All right, guys. You guys have a safe Friday night. Have a great weekend. I will not be here next week. Possibly 2 shows I'll be missing, but Amanda will be able to handle that. Guys, don't worry. I'll make sure that it's some male football in there also. Amanda, you're getting kind of sexist on us.
No.
All about these
I have
females.
some male guests in mind.
Nice. Any crushes? Okay.
What?
Just kidding.
My only crush is
All right,
my
guys.
boyfriend.
We're out of here. Have a good Friday night. Later.